All right, everybody, welcome to the Fine Arts Collective podcast. So today, here we have joining us, this is Joe Pulido. Say hello, Joe. Introduce yourself, Joe. Why are we here? What are we doing today?
Hi, I'm Joe Pulido, Idalia's brother, and I'm an artist, or former artist. I don't really do a lot of art nowadays, but I used to do a lot of it. This is one of my pieces right here. I did a couple years ago of Marilyn Manson, and it was inspired by chiaroscuro, Italian art style. But yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, so today we're actually highlighting this beautiful piece. We keep this piece in the shop. If anybody is ever in here, you'll see it around my station. He gifted this to me and I took it, and I was extremely excited because I love his art. He's my inspiration and he's the reason that I'm an artist today. So that's why we're here. We're highlighting him, we're highlighting his pieces. So we're going to go through kind of just Joe's history and see what his art's about, why he's doing it, how long he's been doing it. So I guess my first question for you is when did you start creating art? What age were you at? What inspired you?
When I was younger, I liked to draw things I like. So I'd do Spider-Man, cartoons that I watched. I would try to mimic the artist and draw that. Or I remember on Nickelodeon, they would do little segments where...
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
Yeah, you remember? They would show you how to draw SpongeBob and show you how to draw characters. So I really like to do that.
Yeah, and, my boss has a tattoo, a SpongeBob tattoo.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. It's really good. But yeah, I just kind of, the things I like to watch, I would try to draw it. Yeah. And then I started taking art classes, of course, in elementary school, and I really liked that.
And then you became an art teacher. Right?
Yeah, for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so actually, story time, not to interrupt you, but when I was young, I would come home from school, and Joe would slap a paper down in front of my face and be like, "It's art class. Draw me this." And that is exactly how I got into it. But he was my art teacher before I ever even started practicing. And that's kind of how I got interested into it. So he was taught and then he was a teacher. But continue.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny because I would play teacher with her and my other sister. Mm-hmm. And I would have stickers and everything. I would grade their drawings. I'd be like, "Here guys, draw this." And they draw it. And I would vote the best one, which, that's kind of messed up, but, it was usually the better one.
The prizes were good, though. I mean, I think it was just the validation, right? Your older sibling, you always want to be, validated by them because they usually are your inspiration. You look up to them all the time. So I always thought that was super cool. I never thought I was as good as you, though. I will say that. Your art is amazing. You're so good. So, what's your favorite kind of art to create?
Well, I like to do a lot of realism. Mm-hmm. It's kind of my comfort zone. It can be difficult, but if you really practice and you really take your time with a piece, you can make it turn out pretty good. But I'm trying to get out of that now because I'm kind of too comfortable in that. And when I try to do different styles, like a more animated style, which is kind of what I want to do now, I struggle a lot more because
I don't know about that. Okay, no? You say that, but your animated pieces are peak. They're so good.
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, I like them, but I want to get to more of a simple style.
I feel
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that, but I feel being your sister, seeing you grow throughout the years as an artist, I've seen your physical pieces turn into your digital pieces, and then it's just the progression throughout everything. I feel you've touched almost every single form of art in a way. Yeah. And are you proud of your progression? Because I mean, I am, but are you?
Yeah, I am. I mean, when I first started, of course, I couldn't do a lot of things I can do now. But I think the part I'm struggling with now, or I want to get to, is having my own specific style. I'm good at imitating pieces.
What inspired you to make more of a digital art form? I know you've progressed. This is acrylic, right?
Yeah, acrylic.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you went and you bought your iPad, you did the whole thing. You started really practicing all that, and you got 1,000 times better. So what inspired that? I feel you do a lot of anime work. and things like that, like animated characters. You had your own brand for a while.
Yeah.
Actually, can you talk about your brand?
Yeah.
That's what I want you to talk about. Red Room Studios was his brand, but
it was a company I started with Johnny, my friend, a good friend, and we've always liked like cars and stuff like that, and anime, and there's a lot of companies that do like anime style stickers for your car and like accessories, stuff like that. So we kind of wanted to get into that, and we looked into it, like the manufacturing and how much it costs, and we're like, yeah, this isn't too bad, like we can do it. You know, it's cheaper than like making t-shirts or like other things, which we also did, but we just wanted to make stickers of things we like, you know, like certain animes you don't really see that aren't as popular, like getting merch made out of.
Yeah.
So we're like, yeah, let's just do our own, and if people like it, you know, they'll buy it. If they don't, you know, we're just having fun with it, basically. So it was really fun, and I really like working with the iPad because it can be easier, well, a lot easier, you know, like if you make a mistake, you can undo it, and then just build on top of that, or you can sketch things out and figure out what you like, and then kind of go over that, or change it as many times as you want. And when you're working with like acrylic or, you know, any other type of permanent media, like physical, you can make a mistake and it kind of ruins the piece.
It's not as forgiving.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can kind of lose confidence, like, oh, like I'm gonna just give up on this one and start all over.
And then you're staring at it for so long that you're just like, fuck, I hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate it. Yeah, it's the iPad is definitely a lot more forgiving as far as like digital art.
Yeah,
I know, like I've had to get used to it. I'm progressively getting better at my digital art, but I am so used to like the physical stuff. So
yeah, me too. I will say, like, when I work on the iPad, even though like I enjoy it, I don't enjoy it as much. Yeah, like, if that makes sense.
No, I get it, because like getting your hands dirty with the painting, just like any type of media that you are using, I've used all kinds of stuff on my paintings, and it just makes it all that more interesting, like texture wise, like especially the texture. Yeah, not that you can't create the effect on the iPad, but the physical stuff is just like, I feel like there's so much more passion.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, when I do a physical piece, I kind of love it more, I guess, because I know like it was harder to get it that way. And when I do a piece on the iPad, like I still love it, of course, because you know, I perfect it to like the most I can, but I guess it feels kind of not as authentic, because it's like, oh, I tweaked that a lot, which I mean, you still work on it, you still do the work.
Yeah, but you're not putting like your whole body into it. You're not getting that backache, and you're not like sweating a little bit, you know what I mean? Yeah. So like, it's a whole different story. So I get exactly what you mean. Yeah. But another question. So are you ever going to do like a Red Rum Studios relaunch? Because let me just say, all your t-shirts, all your stickers, every design you ever did was so fucking cool. And I wish that you would have kept going with it, because I mean, I feel like that was like you just kind of like reaching and like pushing your creative boundaries in so many ways. Like, would you ever do a relaunch?
I think I would, because like how you said, I was really pushing myself and like drawing all the time, because you know, I kind of had something to draw for. Like, it was like, if I don't keep making new things or keep pushing like new product, I'm not gonna make sales, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of have to keep the engagement going. So I've always wanted to like bring it back, because you know, it's fun and everything, but now I don't know, like the cost of everything is kind of like too high. I don't know if people would buy it, honestly.
Well, not to say like, you know, this is always a possibility, but the Fine Arts Collective is a gallery. It's a gallery of all kinds of art. So our goal is to bring local artists, people that, you know, don't think that they even have the chance to like get people to like see their art. It's like, that's what we're here for. Yeah. So like, granted, you being a local artist or any other artists that are out there that ever want to like create a gallery night for themselves, we could have a Red Rum Studios night. We could have any type of night for any artist. Yeah. Just kind of like launching your brand, launching who you are, like just showing off your artwork. Like, I know that this place has given me a lot of opportunities, and it's not shy of giving anybody else one. So I think that would be really cool. Maybe doing a part 2 relaunch, hit Johnny up. You guys have grown so much as artists. I feel like, shout out to Johnny if you're watching this. Yeah. Yeah, he's good. But yeah, you have a lot of artistic friends. Like, I think that they would do so well, like gallery nights here and things like that.
Yeah, I do need to tell him because I do have a lot of friends that are really great artists.
Oh yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, like Joe's got a great group of friends, and they're all so creative. They create all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's also like a big inspiration of yours, just to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jasmine too, my partner, she's like very talented too.
Oh my gosh,
so,
yes.
Yeah.
There's nothing this woman cannot do. If she puts her mind to it, she's gonna do it. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. But no, as far as that goes, like, I think you definitely should revisit that.
Yeah. No, I think I will, just with time, you know.
Yeah.
Once I get like a full weekend to kind of like do whatever, I might try to make some new designs, see if I like them.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, see if I grew any. Because I really haven't made nothing in like years, I feel like.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's like one little thing that sparks your inspiration, and like you just gotta roll with it, you know?
Yeah.
Write stuff down. Just kind of like, sometimes like those things are needed, like the form of your expression, like your art that you do. Like that stuff is needed. Because like in a way, like that's who you are. You are an artist.
Yeah.
So like, that's just, I mean, personally to me, it's like a release, you know?
Yeah. It's not good to like push that part of you away.
Oh no,
Yeah.
keep that creative side alive. That's what makes you who you are.
Yeah, I need to remember that.
Always remember that. You are my inspiration.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love my big brothers. I love you, brother.
Love you too.
All right. Okay. So now that we've, kind of gone over Joe, and he's kind of spoken a little bit about his art and like who he is as an artist, please comment down below if you want to see his art in a gallery. Also, anybody in the audience, you have any questions? We have an audience here, guys. Any questions? Anybody want to chime in?
So, it's Red Rum Studios?
And then we changed it to Psycho Goods. Yeah.
Psycho Goods?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's more so stickers?
It's like stickers, t-shirts, basically just t-shirts and stickers. We had ideas for other stuff like hats, like embroidered items, but we never really got down to it. Yeah, that stuff's a little more expensive, so a lot more. But that's where we wanted to go, kind of like cut and sew type stuff, like sweaters, jackets.
I feel like for that, that's where you need more
yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah,
more distributed. Collaborate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
collaboration.
Yeah.
Yeah. C4 sponsored this video. Not really. Don't sue us, C4.
Cease and desist.
Yeah.
They're gonna sell me.
But yeah, I mean, I can say very proud of you. I hope that you continue your work. I need to see more of that. I need more t-shirts. I'll wear a t-shirt to the shop so my fellow people can see. But I kept all your t-shirts because, support. Yeah. You gotta reach for it. And like those things aren't far from your reach. You just gotta believe it. Gotta make yourself a little bit delusional and just kind of really trust in your word. What you do and what you say is powerful. Yeah. So it's kind of like a thing of manifestation. Like believe in yourself because, bro, you got it. You know you got the skill. You know you got the, network. All you gotta do is believe it and it'll happen.
Yeah. Okay. And put in the effort too.
Put in that effort, yeah. So, do you want to say anything else to the camera?
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity, to talk. I feel very inspired, to kind of keep going. I feel like I was pushing that side of myself like to the side because, it's hard to make it as an artist, let's be real for anyone. But I don't think that's healthy for me, because it's a part of who I am. So I'm going to definitely keep trying and keep going forward with this, see where it goes.
Good. Inspiration is just the start.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely. Let's keep staying inspired, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, guys.